Hey everybody, my name is Kevin from Burlington, Ontario, Canada. I am pleased to announce that my massage gun has finally arrived. So I've done a lot of research online, YouTube, contacting various athletes that I've worked with, and essentially it broadened down my search to this bad boy, the Medcursor percussion gun. So it has so many benefits that I'm excited to present that to you. So right off the hop, you get the fancy box, but it's the case. The case sells it all. So there's different type of massage guns, just to let you know, that are out there. You have the cryo bolts, you have the fire guns. Amazon does have an enormous assortment, but you're getting what you pay for. So it's better just to invest once rather than constantly paying more and more, because that's always an issue. You buy a $50 gun, it breaks down in just a couple of weeks or less than a month. Did you get full value for it? Probably not. So like I mentioned, I did the research on this, and I am very pleased to show this to you and how it could possibly benefit you. So before I open this up, I'm gonna go over something that I basically printed off real quick. So I'm not going to go into detail as to how this all works out, but this is what the massage gun is capable of helping you. It helps out with vibrational healing, of course, seeing it's a percussion gun, powerful pain relief, rehabilitation. It's one of the most. It's considered to be one of the most successful forms of injury healing, as it not only accelerates regeneration but also avoids re-injury. Massage guns work as a supplement to the traditional injury treatment cycle to promote recovery and rehabilitation due to trauma or inflammation. Good mobility of the muscle and facial tissue makes the weakened muscles more stable in a short time and recovers. That's good, right? It helps release lactic acid that's been building up. It increases blood and lymphatic flow. Activates the nervous system and muscles. What else we got? Relieves muscle spasms and stiffness. Breaks up scar tissue. And it enhances the range of motion quickly. So that's just for starters. And that's obviously stuff that you can locate online. Myself, I have a mild case of cerebral palsy, spastic CP. So I find that my joints do get stiff more traditionally than my friends who do not have, who are not blessed with cerebral palsy. But on to the most particular part, the casing. This case is really nice. I don't know if you can see how detailed it is. Kind of has well, it's a good case. It's just well designed. So the case is already starting to sell itself. And now, just like in the movies, the gold. Wow. You got that, Chloe?
Yeah.
Chloe, my daughter's operating the camera and helping me out, so I really appreciate it. All right. So let's see here. You have your percussion massage gun. This is a real big, this is like Thor's hammer. Look at that. It's pretty big for my big mitts. So, obviously, there's an on-off button underneath. Okay? Traditionally, you can increase over here all the different speeds. So we'll take a look at that momentarily. It's a 4-speed process, as my daughter just wanted to make sure I remind all of you. It does come pre-charged. This particular gun, from what I've done my research, it does work for 8 hours on one battery cycle. So it's best to drain it completely before you start charging it again. And so that's one thing. Now, I'm going to open this back up. I don't know if you can notice this. There are 6 different attachments in here. So, let's see here. I want to make sure I call them all out perfectly. So we have the air cushion. Obviously, there's a little give on it. So just a little give, so it's going to be hitting, pulsating. It's not going to bother you as much.
It's not going to hurt.
It's not going to hurt, yeah. That's a good way to say it. The wedge. Now, I'm noticing since I opened this, these aren't flimsy little devices. Like, these are really handcrafted. Like, these are unlike, like I mentioned, I've been doing a lot of research, and I've noticed that there's other products from what people are saying. They're not really built that structurally. So we have the round, as we can see, the round. All right. Oh, I thought you were reaching for it, Chloe. Okay. Next up, we have the fork. This is ideal. When it's going down your spine, it's just going to trace right down the spine all the way to the very base. And you work your way back up and work your way back down. As mentioned, I'm heavily involved in sports. I work out traditionally quite a bit. Push-ups and chin-ups and sit-ups and all that stuff, but my bread and butter is softball. I've been playing softball for the better part of 35 years. Absolutely love the game in men's co-ed. I coach Special Olympics with my cerebral palsy, and it's my shoulder. My shoulder's always getting that motion, and I find that a lot of the muscle builds up back there in the tightness. So Chloe was trying this out earlier, and man, the relief is unbelievable.
It's
right,
amazing.
It's amazing. And then Chloe tried it out earlier.
Yeah,
too.
especially when you get into sports, it really helps out your muscles.
Absolutely. And Chloe's starting to do karate. Obviously, we're doing everything online, so she's getting really good at it. Thank you, Cobra Kai, the new generation of karate kids. So, back to the percussion gun, massage gun. This thing is really badass.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we're going to try our first item here.
And we're going to give you our full opinion on it.
Our full opinion, yes, that is true. Thank you, Chloe. You're pretty good at that. Okay, make sure the insert, the attachment is in there all the way. Okay, going back to it, make sure your massage gun is in the on position. Okay? Next up, you have the various frequencies. So as you can see with your plus, so it's on level 1 right now.
Level 1.
Okay, level 1.
Level 2.
Level 2.
You can just hear it. Level 3.
Level 3. And
Level 4.
now when you look at this pulsating, here, let's go back down.
It sounds like a fan.
Sounds like a fan or like an egg beater, right?
Yeah.
So let's try that again. Okay. 1, little jackhammer. 2, 3,
and
4.
4. You could just see how fast that's going.
Yeah.
But you can't because it's going so fast.
So I just want to demonstrate here real quickly as I'm getting used to this thing. You use it at your own frequency. Obviously, if you are suffering, don't overdo it, because sometimes you might go full tilt right off the bat, and it might aggravate, like you're not used to it happening. So I'm gonna start off with my thighs, because those are always tight. Just as I was told, just do the circular motions. Actually really cool, right?
And when you look at your pants sometimes, it looks like it's so furry.
Furry?
Yeah. So
Watch out for the niblets, that those don't get hit, because
that's not pleasant.
That's not going to be pleasant. And I'm not going to demonstrate for everybody here. So, all right, next up we go, let's crank it up a bit. Now here's the one thing you don't want to do. Obviously your knee is really bony, and if you start hitting it off your bone, that was very painful. That actually hurt. So try to keep it on all the soft tissue. I've had a couple of hip surgeries. I've had plates inserted in my hips. I've had them removed, but it's absolutely soothing. Don't get me wrong. I think everyone should treat themselves to something like this. So going back to price point and the benefits, obviously I'm explaining the benefits of price point. This is this gun, taxes in, everything like that, less than $120 off Amazon. And if you're on Amazon Prime, you get it delivered in 1 day. Oh, unos dedos, if I pronounce that right in Espanol. All right.
Espanol.
Espanol. Okay. Forearms, as you can see here, vibrating. I think level 2 or level 2 is more than sufficient. You got all that, Clobug?
Yeah.
All right. But. Whoa.
Does that hurt?
This feels very odd.
Sounds like
sure
a
that-
bone is cracking.
No,
it sounds
it's just
like that.
slapping the skin.
Yeah.
Slapping this.
So when you hear that, please don't think that anything too bad. It's just slapping.
Yeah. Just remember, you got a lot of bones in your hands.
So I wouldn't.
I
fully
wouldn't recommend
suggest-
doing that because that will be very irritable. But you got to remember, after you're done using something like this, you have to let your body like kind of take it down a notch because you're pulsating your body. You're basically kneading it just like dough. So I was just about to tap Chloe on the knee, but then she would have probably dropped the camera.
Yeah. So also when you turn it off.
Turning it off.
Yeah. You want to make sure it's off. So you want to flip it over like you demonstrated, and you can see there's a button on and off, and you're gonna just have this little switch and go to off, and when you want it on, go to on. It's pretty simple.
Yep.
But you want to make sure you do that, or else it's still on. It's like a device. If you just turn it off, it's off, but you waste your battery.
You got it. Okay.
So
you got it. I think everyone got the idea of turning on and off. All right, item number 2. It's just that round ball. It's the rounder. Once again, this is an ideal item. Oh, because Chloe turned it off. Thank you for that exercise. We're going to turn it on. Hitting your neck. This is a great one for your traps and your back. Obviously, if you have someone that's with you and they can help you out, that would help out tremendously. And it's obviously a voice changer when you're starting to talk and everyone can hear your voice vibrating.
Yeah.
So, and you're hearing that pulsating because I'm wearing a chain underneath. But, oh, it feels so good.
Yeah.
So,
Look at that face. You could just come home from a day of working.
A day of work, an exercise, you could bring this to work. Like this, there's so many benefits. You use it on your feet, you use it on your shoulders. Everywhere you want, you could use it.
Except for 2 places.
Except for 2 places. But there's an 8-year-old here, so we do not want to talk about those places. All right. So, as mentioned, you have for the spine, you have the bullet, okay, and the wedge. So, I'm going to be doing another video later once I understand more of the mechanics behind it. But if you have a chance to check out the fancy massage gun made by Medcursor, highly recommend it. I'll put a link below so you can take a look. It's very nice. So, on behalf of my daughter Chloe and myself, we say adios. You want to say bye? Okay, let's flip this around for Chloe. Oh. Hey, everybody. My cameraman or camerawoman. All right. Peace out.
Peace.
Stay safe. Enjoy football Sunday.
Exactly.
Bye.
Bye.